I'm Corky Coker, and I have been around collector cars my whole life. I've been raised in the old car hobby. I love the European cars, the Model Ts, the hot rods, the race cars, the vintage bikes, the antique trucks. I just dig it. But you know what's better than that? Is the people in the old car hobby. They are the best.
Sometimes the road less traveled takes you where you need to go. You turn back, things unravel.
At Honest Charley Speed Shop, we love to build hot rods.
You never know what we've been looking for. Across the road, it always winds. Keep your eyes on what's in front of you. You just don't know what you might find.
Every car here in the Coker Museum has a story, and every story has a good ending. The most important thing that I like to do is have other people enjoy them, and I like to drive them. I like to see them out on the roads. I like to see them on the racetracks, and that's what we're doing at Honest Charley Garage. We're building cars that people can enjoy, that people can drive, and people can experience.
Have you found what you've been looking for? Across the road, it always winds. Keep your eyes on what's in front of you. You just don't know what you might find.
A lot of people ask me what was my first vehicle. Well, it was a truck very much like this one that my father and I restored. It was a 1932 B model Ford truck. This is a 1934 that my father bought from a veterinarian here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's a 1934 V8 Ford truck. It's a 221 cubic inch Flathead V8. It's the first year for the Flathead that Ford used, and Flatheads are one of my favorite engines of all times. In fact, most hot rod Fords that I have now, I just love the sound of a Flathead Ford so much that I don't put any exhaust on them whatsoever. It's an amazing car that has 5 5017s. I think we have 5 5617 Excelsior comp radials, stall sport radials on it for driving. I just love this truck. It's one of my favorite drivers. You know, a lot of people, when they see this truck, it is reminiscent of John Boy's truck on the Waltons. It's got the same look, but that actually was a Model A Ford truck, and this one was Gilbert Humphrey's truck, owned by my father for a number of years. I tried to buy this truck for my dad, and he would always say, no, you can't have that truck. Well, a couple years before my father passed and went to heaven, he said, I'm going to give you that truck. And so he gave me this truck, and he also, you know, he had been pretty hard on me in my time, and he and I kind of healed with each other, and we forgave each other for those times that were real hard. I think I threw him the keys to Coker Tire Company a number of times because he was saying, you need to do this. And I said, well, you just run it. But what a great blessing that I had, you know, when my father not only gave me this 1934 Flathead Ford V8 truck, but he and I got to forgive each other, and I have no regrets with my father. He taught me a lot of stuff. Well, today started off a little chilly, but sun has come out and it is a beautiful day. What a beautiful day to drive a Flathead Ford in Chattanooga, Tennessee. that blue sky. This truck is probably one of the smoothest driving flatheads you'd ever see. One thing we did to this truck is we took out the original 3-speed transmission and we put a T5, General Motors T5 behind it, so it just operates like a 4-speed but then one more gear, and then it'll go freeway speeds just about anywhere you want to go. Listen to the sound of that flathead. No muffler, straight pipes. Woohoo! At the Coker Museum, it's really important that we tell you about our cars. When you come to the museum, you can do the QR codes and it'll tell you about it. Well, maybe some of this footage shows up on the QR code when you're walking through the museum. But we'll tell you about it. We'll tell you about the size of the engine, tell you about where it came from. Then we like to get them out and drive them, because these cars are and trucks are amazing. People enjoy seeing them, but it is a lot more fun to get out and drive these things than just walk into a museum and just look them over. You know, I think now it's time that we get out. No more garage kings, no more trailer queens. We drive them at the Coker Museum and Honest Charley. Watching this online and on MAV TV or YouTube Live or something like that, and you've never been to Chattanooga, Tennessee, you just need to come. Second week of October is a great time to come. We have the Chattanooga Motor Car Festival here. We do racing right downtown. The concourse is downtown, family friendly. And you get to see the Tennessee River. Right here's the Tennessee River. We have one of the most beautiful mid-sized cities in the country. It's right down at the bottom of Tennessee, near Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina. People are friendly. They'll look at you right in the eye when you walk up to them on the street and say, "Hey, how you doing?" My kind of place. You can help support our show by joining the Hagerty Drivers Club. It includes a subscription to our award-winning magazine, unlimited access to our valuation tool, 24/7 roadside assistance with flatbed towing, free classified listings, exclusive coupons and offers, and VIP perks to select Hagerty events. Get more information at hagerty.com/HDC. And by our friends at Moss Motors, run by enthusiasts for enthusiasts. Next up on this 150S are the seats and the convertible top. Just a few more things left. We've got a few more episodes to show you about the restoration of this 1959 Jaguar XK 150S. The seats are amazing and will look amazing in this car, just wide enough for this old gray-headed rear to sit in and go down the road fast. When the guys got this car, started on this car, there was probably 2 pounds of mice poop in the car, but you know, and it had plywood floorboards. A Jaguar XK 150S has plywood floorboards. The guys have straightened it up, got a new top coming on with a big bay window in the back. We're really looking forward to it. Miss Jan's gonna enjoy it, I guarantee you.
This is the seat bottom that's now fully trimmed. You can see the new piece that I made, new piece of plywood, reused the old metal, just repainted it. Comes out great, holds the tacks in really well. So these seats in this car, now that they're installed, sliders move back and forth. A little bit of an adventure putting these seats together as well. The seat bottoms had to be redone. They have a wooden bottom that is acting as a tack strip, and I had to redo those. The original ones were falling apart. So just popped them in the wood shop, traced the old ones and cut out some new shapes. And but now they're in, they look great. It's supposed to look like a bench seat. It's more of a pseudo bench seat. There's a snapped in piece of interior over the transmission tunnel that kind of makes the design continue onto the other side. Not much of a third seat there, but it gets the vision across. Or the seat bottom fits in pretty tight. But other than that, I mean, they're comfortable. I sat in it for a minute. They sit pretty high in this car, but it used to be higher. There was a piece of wood underneath. Someone repaired the seat bottoms, which is a wood frame, previously with another wood frame just bolted to the old destroyed one, or screwed to the old destroyed one. And when I redid that, it lowered the seat about 1/2 inch, and it's still pretty high, but it's the factory height. Putting in the seat bottom frames is where the seat back will attach ultimately, but attaching the sliders to the seat bottoms and then push that to the floor, bolt it to the floor, and once that's together, I'll put the carpet back down, poke holes through the carpet, and put a final assembly together. So the top is on its way to being finished. I had painted the top black, which is not the correct color. It should be gray. However, black with a black interior does look nicer. And then we also installed our new front head bow. That was a little bit tricky. They sell them oversized since a lot of these cars were handmade. There is a little bit different dimensions to every single car. So that's fine. Just spent a little bit of time shaping the new head bow to fit our car. Seats look great. The leather's stretched great. Everything looks fantastic.
Oh my goodness, look at this. How you doing, brother?
Yeah.
Good to see you. Everything good?
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful morning for playing with that old junk, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, fantastic. So you guys need to know about Casey Gillum. Casey is kind of the reverse Beverly Hillbillies. He came from the West Coast to live in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and he is a picker extraordinaire. He and his wife have some of the most coolest stuff, and you know, I'm just proud to know him as a friend and have him as a friend, and now as a buddy that we're doing a little trading. I've been trading with him for a while, but Casey's got the coolest stuff. Look, tell us just a little bit about what your thing is, what you like the most, Casey.
I like anything with a motor or an engine. You'll get a look around, but just anything weird, unique, something you're not going to be able to see anywhere else, or just somebody. I don't want somebody to show up and see something of mine and say, "Well, I want one of those. I'm just going to go buy one." So chances are it's going to be a little harder to find some of the stuff that I look for nowadays. So. Yeah,
but you're into go-karts, you're into mini bikes, you're into signs. You know, you've had some of the coolest signs, you know, and I missed it. You know, there was a couple that I should have bought. There was one big sign here that was just, you know, I can see where this stuff needs to go in my car museum.
But I haven't fired it up in a long time, but what's cool about this is it opens up like a funny car.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, with a shock and everything.
Yeah. So it's cool, it's fun.
Yeah. Faster than you want to go with the fiberglass body on top.
Comfort, just because it's so
rigid.
Funky. It's real fun though. My wife loves it. Probably don't use it enough.
So we made a deal for this little RatRod truck and the deco pod, and there's that. I do have a bill of sale that will kind of fill out. And, you know.
And then also this still has a Wyoming title, so I'll have to have that one notarized. Okay. Because Wyoming.
Well, you can come down to my office, and my deed to me is a notary public. I know Randy Grubb did helmets.
Yeah. And I never got a helmet from him, but I'm friends with Randy.
Yeah, me too.
I have all the paperwork and stuff. I've got a few things.
Do you know which number this is?
This was the first one.
This is the first one.
Yeah, and it's the only two-door one.
Yeah.
And it's the only one with 2 doors and 2 wheels. He made 2 of them with 2 wheels. Yeah. And then he went to 3-wheeled ones.
Yeah, because they could stand up on their own.
And then after this, he said, "I'll never do another one with 2 doors because the amount of work that went into this one."
To make it rigid enough to hold it.
Right, and I wanted number 1. I wasn't interested in number 2.
This is numero uno deco pod, built by our friend, Casey, and my friend, Randy Grubb, from, what's the name of his town in Oregon?
Well, he was outside of Grants Pass, but now he lives on the coast.
Dadgummit, he moved to a foreign country. Moved to California. So an amazing guy, Blastoline, made some really amazing pieces for Jay Leno and a number of other guys. Just an amazing piece. Number 1, he only made this one. Is this the only one with 2?
2 doors.
Yeah, 2 doors.
And then there's only 2 with
2 of them with 2 wheels, but really pretty amazing. All hand hammered aluminum. On a little 2-wheeled Honda moped, but it's just cool. I look forward to having it in the Coker Museum. Found it here at Casey Gillum's place, but I've known Randy Grubb a long time. He's an amazing guy, and I'm really proud. I can see this with, we'll have to get rid of Acme because that's just plain Jane. It could be Honest Charley, it could be Corky's Garage or something like that, but I love it. What do you think?
I'll have to air the tires up because this is ride height.
Yeah.
As you can see, the rockers are almost, but with air, tires,
yeah,
we'll be good.
We'll be good.
And,
but one thing we could do, we could back this. Could back a rollback right in here and just
roll it right off.
This right here.
Well, this is just a stop. I roll it back, pull that out, and then it. Yeah, we can do that.
So have you met Kendall before?
No, I haven't.
Kendall Jolly. Kendall is he keeps the trucking and the pumping at Honest Charley in the Coker Museum, and he's brought the rollback, knowing that we've already made a deal on these 2 pieces. And, Casey Gillum, the Chattanooga picker. And he either came from Oregon or Washington. I can't remember. I'll have to ask him. But he's just got an eye. You know, you develop that from your desire for funky stuff and for vintage stuff, for hot rod stuff. But then he's moved toward go-karts and mini bikes. And interesting guy, huh?